Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to the Nonary Games. 999. We just got out of the shower room where we found a corpse, which may be Snake. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's going on at the moment.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Huh? What are you doing, Seven?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So, I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting.
Oh.
Jumpy, look!
What's up?
What's that on the wall there?
Oh, I think it's...
A map?
a map of the ship's interior?
It says sea deck.
So it's the map for this floor, then. We'll have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now. Ready? I'm gonna...
You gonna open it? Alright, let's open it.
What the...
You're shitting me. We're back.
Clover! Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay. Lotus? What are you...
Yeah, I
How
probably
could you
deserve that.
do this to us?
Yeah.
Knock it off! We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. So long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut, so you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there, too. Anyway, go take a look.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door?
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Fine, let's go.
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Neither did I.
Should I go as well?
Yeah.
Very well.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the ninth man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose.
That's true.
Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I have a bad feeling about this, though.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah. That means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it?
Yes, and your point?
Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
I'm not gonna say a thing about that.
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero.
But we don't know who Zero is.
He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Sure.
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Was Zero still on the ship with them? Most likely.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
I think Zero is one of us.
Come again? Was he one of them? Well, that is possible.
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely.
True.
That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. Seven, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. Seven and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, well, that's because... I don't know.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
Yes, but it was good evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
It was really good evidence.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
You're right, but...
We must go. We have very little time left.
Our next destination is... Mercury. Here we go.
Oh, that's the...
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see. It's got the Mercury symbol.
I still like Junpei's joke
Now we
earlier.
can go.
Looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working.
C and bottom.
Time to head down then.
We're on C deck. We gotta go down.
This is a numbered door.
Yeah, it's door 2.
So who should go through the door this time?
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered doors.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Yes, and...
Very well. Would anyone like to volunteer?
I'll do it.
I'll go too.
And I suppose I need to go too then.
Okay.
All right, we're taking off.
Okay, please be careful.
Jesus. You two are acting like you're married, you know that?
Oh,
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
Oogie.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
On to the next game.
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it!
Oh, there it is! It's right there! It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Very true.
Damn right.
All right. This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
All right, let's get started. I think
Okay.
we probably better split up. You two okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
Alright.
I'll try the one next to it.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
And it's just a hallway. Let's see. What do we have around here? A sun symbol. This handle's pretty loose. Loose? You think it'll come off if you pull on it? Yes. Hey, look at this. That handle doesn't really fit on the, Maybe it wasn't meant to be attached to it. Hello, there's threads in there. So, what? Toilet paper. That is really bad. Oh, what do we have here? This doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. This rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple turns? Here we go. Screwdriver shaft. And handle. One screwdriver. Thank you. Okay. What is it supposed to be? Oh, whirlpool. Pond. It has something to do with water. Dirty blanket. That's a mess. Okay. What do we have here? This thing's really simple. Is it really a desk? Well, of course, it's gonna be simple. I mean, it's probably like that, so we don't try and use it as part of the puzzle, right? You probably use a desk to write letters to your family or something, but this is a boat. I'll bet the only thing they used this for was eating off of. No, it's stuck. Okay, there's screws. I have a screwdriver. Let's take them out. Now the drawer can be opened. Nothing in here. Well, maybe the drawer is what we need. The drawer. Alright, let's yank the thing out. Wait, what? It has indentations on the back. Huh. Well, maybe it's a key to something. I don't know. Well, I think I'm done here for now. Next room. I think I'll take this. Yeah, I know there's nothing in the drawer, but I'm still gonna take it. You're right, it doesn't look like it matches the rest of it. And there's a mirror. Huh. Interesting. Okay, now if I do this, I get a knob. Okay. Drawer without handle, this drawer. Let's see if this works. What was that? You heard it? Alright, well, let's see what's in the drawer now. It's 14. Okay. A towel with the two symbols. It's this symbol. And the one in the other room. Wait a second. This doesn't have a knob on it. Okay, it fits. Now, let's try this. What am I doing? Well, you'll see. You're asking why I'm letting it run. Well, if you think about it, we have a hint. There's the stream of water on the mirror, and the towel had a stream with a pool of water. So, let it pool in the sink? Or am I just leaping to conclusions? Alright. The water stopped flowing. Yeah, obviously. Thank you, Junpei. You dumbass. Alright. What do we have over here? Can this do anything? Anything down here? Oh, stop being so picky. Alright. And we have a moon. I'm done in here for now. Let's go back in to here with 7. Oh, there is something in here. Okay.
What the?
7?
Hey, what's going on? Are you okay, man? You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
What am I doing here?
Huh? What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean. It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before.
Okay.
Huh?
Take it easy, 7.
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi. Like, Nona.
What the hell was that?
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't. That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
I'm just as confused.
They were trying to control people. Or something like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names. Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here. Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Huh?
Wait, under this bed.
7.
The hole's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
Alright. Let's lay the pieces on the table and take a look at them. So, in a fashion of speaking, tell me what you remember.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Okay. From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
A cop?
Yeah. I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago. You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why. It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess I found something. There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids.
Really?
After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them. I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Yeah, that had to been it.
Okay.
That's why I went to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying large bags. The bags... There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand. Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head. Drop the gun. He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked.
Well, several people.
Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit?
With your current size? Probably not.
I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Get it out, man!
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a... I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Hey, what happened after that?
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids, too.
Okay.
Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them?
I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think.
Huh?
Anyway, just... please don't ask me anymore, okay? I really don't remember anything else.
Alright.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said, the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They'd been brought here for an experiment. Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings. The 16 children who had been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and Seven is, or was at some point, a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway. I didn't learn anything about the Nonary game or Zero. Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done those experiments 9 years ago? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that? I don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
Okay. And on to the final room. Nothing under here. It's too dark in here. Well, in that case... Let's see, I'll just reflect the light. Let's put it over here. Okay, sun and moon. Gotcha. But what about the sun and moon? Okay, sun 4, moon 7. Alright, so... What can I do here 4 times? Flush? I just heard something. I don't know what it was. Alright. That's 1. And this is 7. There's that sound again. Yes, I did. Get me out of here. Hmm. 2 more tiles. They both have 14 on them. And if we're still going by the hexadecimal rules earlier in the game. Alright, do you guys know what a hexadecimal is? If not, it will be explained later, but... This is also very important to this puzzle. So... The hint here is 14. A hexadecimal is 1 through 9, and then 10 is A. 11 is B. 12 is C. 13 is D. 14 is E. And it actually worked. Huh. Go me. Well, alright. Let's see what's on the other side. Shall we? See? She's just explaining it. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. MRGNC. Mr. GNC?
What the hell is this place?
Good question.
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
Uh-oh.
Figures.
Can't.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this wouldn't be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd
I
rather not
agree.
sit in it if I can avoid it.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Oh, what the hell is this?
Oh, not good.
What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Seek a way out. Gladly. Is there anything useful over here? This might. Hello? Maybe I can use this wrench and get these off. Yeah, okay. I don't think we can fit into the hole, so. Okay, let's try something else. Yeah, there could be something dangerous in there. I admit that it is kind of scary, but there might be something useful in there too. So, here we go. Feel something. Cold, hard. Ooh. And... oh, it's a key. Okay. Let's see. Pull. There's water. You come down, it's just water going somewhere. It's like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Okay. Oh. Oh, snap, it's a shark. And it's a dead shark at that. Alright, let's take a look at what he has on him. E, D, B, and F. E. Yeah, let's push some of them. Okay. E, D, B, and F. A strange noise coming from the chair. Okay. Ah, I forgot I had that in my hand. Huh. Okay. I don't want to think about what's gonna get put in that chair. And here we have the next part of the puzzle. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to the torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to make the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Okay, I took a guess. Because I have no idea if there's any hints in this room for that. Okay, and now it says preparations. So do I. Alright, let's get this chair moving. Neither Junpei or Seven can fit in it. So that just leaves Lotus. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity? This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we've still got to prepare. We can talk about this after we've figured out what it means by preparations, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. The restraining device is locked. Please seat subject in device.
Like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
There for a second, I was not going to make a comment about what I thought he was going to say.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But...
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Sure.
Don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after... well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Wait! Nona?
Aoi, Light, and Nona.
Well, what was the other one?
Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Oh, no way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
I have.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Fine, I'll tell you. But... And then, that was when. From there, it looked like... just as if, finally...
Well, that's all I can remember.
That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital?
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment? I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
So, like a form of telepathy.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The Nonary Games, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down.
Oh, shit.
System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour.
That's bad.
If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right. Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Lotus. Okay, let's do this.
1, 2... I am just guessing here again. Let's see if this works. Error. Okay. Oh, for some reason that worked. Still, I have no idea where the information is to get through this one. This is just all guesswork. The door is now unlocked. We have found a way out. Releasing the subject from the restraining device. She's fine. That's good. Alright, now let's get out of here. Being guinea pig is not for me. I agree. I don't even want to see this thing again. Alright, and I'm gonna have to leave it here for now, and we'll leave the room in the next video. So until then, see you guys.